All right, so the Raiders made like 2 mini transactions. I don't really think will impact the team much, but I guess it's notable enough to mention. So they signed 2 running backs, Darius Jackson and BJ Emmons, 2 that you probably never heard of because they've kind of, either are new or, just, guys that aren't really the mainstream running backs. So obviously the Raiders are pretty reliant on the run game. I mean, they signed Kenyon Drake, obviously. They have Josh Jacobs. I mean, they've always been run game oriented. But with stuff like guys being sidelined and, kind of interesting decisions that are going to be made, they decided to sign 2 running backs, I guess, for depth. So I guess they signed to the 90-man roster because Jalen Richard and Theo Riddick are on the COVID-19 reserve list. So they had openings on the roster, and they saw these cheap signings as, an opportunity. Kenyon Drake, the guy I mentioned before, he's sidelined with a non-football injury. I doubt that'll last long. I mean, it was a pretty big signing. So, yeah. Anyways, Darius Jackson was a Cowboys 6th-round pick in 2016. He didn't actually play a game as a rookie, though. And he actually went to the Browns eventually, came back to the Cowboys, then went to the Packers and played 2 games for each team during the 2018 season. He had 6 catches for 16 yards while in Dallas. So very little amount of NFL experience. I don't really see this guy really being used unless for whatever reason there's injuries. But, I guess good to have depth. Like I said, I mean, it's crazy to think that he was drafted in 2016 and he's played for, 4 different teams, or 3, but 2 different stints on the Cowboys. But yeah, Jackson's 6 foot, 230 pounds. Like I said, he was actually with the Buccaneers for a little bit and the Colts. So, he's been bouncing around too. And he actually had 4 kickoff returns as well. So I guess that's kind of the speedy guy that they could use. Emmons is so BJ Emmons was the other guy they signed. He's a 5'11", 215 pound running back. So pretty similar in terms of play, I guess size and, probably play style. He joined the Raiders. He signed with the Seahawks as an undrafted free agent in 2021, right after the draft. He's a native of North Carolina. He went to a junior college, and then after Alabama, he played in Alabama, and then he finished his college career at Florida Atlantic. But, he actually did pretty good in college, so I guess that's notable. I mean, he had 9 games, totaled 88 rushes, 353 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Not terrible. But, I thought I'd mention that because training camp's approaching. So, that's pretty notable, I guess. But, I mean, I highly doubt that these guys will see the field much because the Raiders, like I said, are pretty reliant on the run game. They've always have been. I mean, you go date back to their Super Bowl days. They've always been big on running backs. So, I think them having depth is good. But, yeah, anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys later. Go Raiders.